Hey guys, I'm Sonika. In today's video, I'm gonna do some more camera comparisons, and today I'm gonna compare my Nikon Coolpix B500, a super zoom rich camera, to an ultra compact camera, the Sony Cybershot DSC-WX220. So let's get started.
Please subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell icon to get notified whenever I am on YouTube. Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Sonika. Welcome to my channel, which is all about photography, travel, vlogging, cameras, and I put out new photography tutorials every Wednesday for you guys. So please subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell icon if you want new tutorials from me every Wednesday. And today we are going to compare the Nikon Coolpix B500, the Sony Cybershot DSC-WX220. And we are gonna judge both these cameras based on their specs like battery life, shooting speed, effective megapixels, etc. and we'll score them. And obviously the camera with the best score will win. So let's get started. Both the cameras have the same sensor size, 1 by 2.3 inch DSI CMOS sensor, but the B500 gives me 16 megapixels whereas the WX220 gives me 18 megapixels. In India, the Nikon Coolpix B500 may cost me around 17,130 rupees and the WX220 may cost me around 12,500 rupees. So 1 point goes to WX220 because it is cheaper. The Nikon B500 has 40x optical zoom, that is equivalent to around 900 mm on 35 mm film, and the Sony WX220 gives me 10x optical zoom, that comes to around 250 mm. So the B500 gives me more flexible focal coverage. The maximum ISO of the B500 is 6400 and the same of WX220 is 12800. So the Sony camera gives me more flexibility in low light situations. The B500 allows me to click 7 full resolution images at a shooting speed of 7.4 frames per second. And the shooting speed of WX220 is 10 frames per second. The B500 has a tilting screen, meaning its screen can tilt in such a way, so it is very useful to click low angle, high angle shots. But the screen of the WX220 is fixed, it does not move at all. So we'll give 1 point to the B500 again. The WX220 is clearly smaller of the two cameras. It is 22 mm narrower, 26 mm shorter and 73 mm thinner than the B500. It weighs around 121 grams as opposed to 541 grams by the B500. So it is more compact and travel friendly and very useful for a long walking tour. With a single charge, the B500 gives me around 600 shots and the WX220 will give me 210 shots. So that's 390 more shots by the B500. The B500 gives me Bluetooth connectivity. Now this is something that the WX220 clearly lacks. The LCD screen resolution of the B500 is 921K dots and the same of the WX220 is 460K dots. So the B500 gives me 100% higher resolution in the LCD monitor. Another cool feature of the B500 versus the WX220 is that the B500 allows me to set my exposure manually. This is another thing that the WX220 clearly lacks. At its widest focal length of 23 mm, the B500 gives me the minimum aperture of f3, and the WX220 gives me the minimum aperture of f3.3 at the widest focal length of 26 mm. So, the B500 gives me 3 mm wider coverage, and at f3 it is faster at its widest end. Now I'm gonna talk about some common features between these two cameras. They're quite basic, so we won't score them, but in case you wanna buy any of these cameras, I think you ought to know them. Both cameras have somewhat similar inbuilt flash, face detection focus, image stabilization, 1080p video resolution, and Wi-Fi and mobile connectivity. Both cameras don't have headphone and microphone jacket, no viewfinder, no RAW support, no GPS, no shoot for external flash, no manual mode, and no touchscreen capabilities. And as our final verdict, the B500 is a clear winner, but the competition has been very neck and neck. The WX220 is not very far behind, and the B500 is better because it has better battery life, better LCD screen resolution, manual exposure, Bluetooth, a tilting screen, and more optical zoom. But the WX220 gives me more effective megapixels, it's more lightweight, travel friendly, and costs less too. So according to me, if super zoom is your priority, if you want to photograph faraway objects like birds or wildlife, then you can invest in the B500, or else if you just want a travel friendly camera, then the WX220 is great. So guys, this was a detailed comparison between the Nikon Coolpix B500 and Sony Cybershot DSC-WX220. And I hope my video cleared many of your doubts regarding these two cameras, and in case you are stuck between these two cameras and want to buy them, I hope my video was useful for you. And if you want me to make more such comparisons, please leave your camera suggestions down below guys, and I'll try to make videos for them. And if you like this video, give me a big thumbs up, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also turn on the bell icon to be notified whenever I post new videos. Here is my previous camera comparison. Please go check it out guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more such videos every Wednesday on my channel. Bye.